Hello and welcome. Get your picnic blankets ready. We are getting into session A of week 2 of your 28-day Strong Hip Challenge. I'm Matt, one of the co-founders of Strong Band, and I'm going to be taking you through this session where we're going to be using a mat or a soft surface. You're going to need an anchor point that doesn't have to be as thick as this, and we're going to be using our heavy Strong Band. So I recommend going from Onyx all the way up to the Mocha. I know sometimes it can be a little bit daunting to pick these heavier resistance ones, but it's actually really going to help you get deeper into the stretch as we progress on week 1. I'm also going to show you a different variation of the fire hydrant exercise that we're going to get into now. So you're going to come into that tabletop position to start. This should be very familiar to you now. We're going to bring our knees in just a little bit closer, and then I'm actually going to come down onto my left elbow. So you can bring your thumbs to touch, and then you're going to create a right angle with your left elbow. From here, you can already feel that you're opening up to this right side. So what we're doing is almost mechanically cheating in this position, but it's the good kind of cheating, to get more range of motion at the hip. So we can really start to expose this hip to more external rotation. We're still thinking of keeping that core braced slightly. So I like to start to bring my belly button in towards my spine, and we don't want to be arching through the lower back when we create this external rotation. We want to be tucking that tailbone to create a nice neutral spine. So push the ground away with your hands and elbow. And then we're going to be opening that right hip up by lifting your right knee and bringing it back down. We're going to go for 8 reps here. Now I know I said we're leaning into this left side, but we don't want to lean too much. There's always a balance to be found with these exercises. So just kind of direct your chest towards the floor. We're going to do 3 more reps this side. 1, mini hold at the top, 2, and again, 3. And we're going to swap sides. So roll over onto your right. You'll get a view of what it looks like from the back in this position here. Firmly root down into those hands and that elbow, core braced, tailbone tucked, and we're opening that left knee up towards the sky for 8 reps. This is 2, 3. Try and breathe throughout the reps here. 4, 5, 6, 7, last one guys, and bring it down. Refine your center point with our tabletop position. Tuck that tailbone again, make sure the knees are in between your hands, and then we're going to pick that right knee up off the floor and perform our kickbacks. Flex the toes, drive that heel towards the ceiling or the sky, and bring it back down. Keep that tailbone tuck and that belly button towards the spine. We're going to go for 8 reps again here. So just 3 more this side. Really make that glute work. Last one, and we'll swap it there. Reset if you need to, tuck that tailbone, engage the core, drive that left heel up towards the sky or the ceiling. You might feel that one side is different to the other, that's totally fine. We're going 3 more reps here. 1, 2, and final 1. Bring it down. Okay, those hips are ready for our main stretch of the day, which is going to be a hip flexor stretch that you're used to from week 1, but we're just going to use a resistance band to encourage a deeper stretch in this position. So I'm going to be using the Mocha band. As I said, you can use the Onyx or the Bondi Blue, or even the Power Pink, whatever suits you. You don't need to worry about the progress lines. We're just going to wrap the band around our anchor point and make sure the band is fixed at about hip height here. And we want it nice and tight. And then we're going to bring it back to whatever length it sits at. This is a good reference point for where we're going to be starting. Now I like to come to a stand to get my foot an entire leg into the band, and then really hike it up into your groin area so it's wrapped around your glute. We're then going to step that leg back and come into this half kneeling position where one foot is up at a 90-degree angle and the band is pulling our other hip inward. So the band is pulling my left hip in towards this anchor point here. Now you should already feel that stretch happening down the front of our left hip. What I also want you to think about is tucking that tailbone and just bringing the rib cage down towards your hips with a nice big exhale. We're going to do 2 more deep breaths in this position here. So big inhale, not flaring the ribs out too much, and then exhale. Feel that stretch happen in that left hip. We're going to be doing some active and passive work in this position here as well for the second minute that we're here. And this is all about using the antagonistic muscle to actually get more of a stretch in the area that we're focusing on. So what we're going to do is squeeze our left glute that the band is wrapped around to actively drive our left hip towards our anchor point here. So I'm thinking about trying to get my left hip flexor to get closer to the pole by squeezing my left glute. We're going to hold for another 3, 2, 1. Relax that left glute. And you should feel as though that band is pulling you in, maybe a little bit more. Maybe we found that extra range of motion here. We're going to do that just one more time. This is a very intense position to be in, so if you feel like you're getting a real stretch here, on that one, join the club. You've got to be careful when you stand up. Let's go for one more round. We're going to squeeze that left glute, drive our hip towards the anchor point. Doesn't have to be super intense, but we really want that intentional contraction for another 3, 2, 1. And relax there. You should really feel the front of that left hip opening up now. Breathe. You've done the hard work on this left side. And let's swap there. So ideally, you could use that anchor point or something for support to come back to a stand. As I said, be careful as that left hip is going to be very loose. You should feel it a lot looser compared to the right, but we're going to change that by wrapping the band around our right glute. Get it up nice and high into the groin, and then find that reference point again where we're creating length through the band and then stepping back a little bit to then really take the slack out and to create tension here. I like to untuck my toes at the back just because that allows me to get deeper into the stretch. And from this side, you should really be able to see where the band sits. So it's right around the middle of my glute. Might look a bit weird actually. Relax into this stretch here, posterior pelvic tilt. So we're thinking about tucking the tailbone. Big exhale to release the rib cage down towards our hips. This just makes sure we're not creating any tension in the lower back and we can really focus on what that hip is doing. And I want 2 more deep breaths from you. So big inhale and exhale. Big inhale and exhale. Good, you might be feeling it already. We're going to do a little bit more with that active glute squeeze as I drive my right hip towards the anchor point for 10 seconds. Hold for another 3, 2, 1, and relax. We have just one more round and then you are done for the day. Keep breathing. Like Sai always says, the more we tell ourselves we love this position, the more our body believes it. So go to your happy place, maybe even smile if you haven't been smiling. All right, last time, squeeze that right glute. Engage the glute so we can drive that hip flexor forward. We're gonna hold for another 5, 3, 2, 1. Relax there. Nice deep breaths. Hard work is done. slowly make your way out of this position, come to a stand, release the band, and you are done for the day, guys. Well done, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.